Rock and roll, here we are, day number 1 of the comp day here at the Hobie Fishing Worlds number 8. We're on the beautiful Gold Coast in the middle of winter, on the Broadwater, in particular Mitchell Park, and very, very happy to be here. These events take about 2 years in planning, and this particular weekend, so far, so good. We've got 43 of the world's best anglers who have qualified for these championships as an invite only. Anglers from 5 continents representing 18 different countries here. The anglers have been here now about a week, and we've had a couple of days of pre-fishing. Pre-fishing is where the chance that these internationals can go out and look at the waterway, find out what a yellowfin brim look like, what lures and what line classes to use to reel these things in. Now, as I said before, these things are not possible without a whole bunch of sponsors. And the top 3 really are Daiwa, Power Pole, and the Rants. They have global sponsors. They've been there since day dot. And without their support, it just doesn't happen. We have a whole bunch of other sponsors: Hobie Polarize, Gerber, Railblazer, AFCO, Savage Gear, Scotty's, all kicking in to make these events viable. And a lot of the gear, matter of fact, quite a bit of gear they have supplied are on these boats. The boats are a Hobie Pro Angler 14. These are the 2019 models with the new MD 180 drive. They are fitted with a live well. A lot of our Hobie fishing events are photo catch and release. This particular one is a live weigh-in. They catch their fish, keep them in the live well. We give them a weigh bag. They come up to a bump tub, give their name to scoring. We bring them on stage. And after 3 days, the heaviest cumulative bag takes home the winner and will be crowned the new Hobie Fishing World Championship. If scoring has got the thumbs up, it's all good there. We'll bring our first angler up. And from Australia is Mark Young. Mark is a veteran of the domestic Hobie fishing series and made the Australian team. Australian team is about 6 people, I believe. Turn the microphone on. How are you, sir?
Sore.
Now, I heard you went very far north for today for a while. Is that true or bad?
Yeah, then I thought I'd go south, so spent a bit too much time pedaling around.
We talked yesterday a little bit. Now, you're going to need 6 kilos towards the end of the 3 days. 2 kilos a day is what I think you're going to need. 2.5 would be a really good bag. We'll find out if you got a couple kilos here.
Be lucky to have one.
All right. It's coming at 1.32 kilos. Are you going to do anything different tomorrow? Or are you pretty happy with the game plan today?
I'll stay in one spot for the day, I reckon. Not move around as much.
What lures are you throwing?
Whopper ploppers, I think they're called.
Oh, whopper ploppers. I'm going to whopper plopper you. All right, well done. We'll go down here, and Nate Gloria will follow you down to the bub tub. As you can see, on days 1 and 2, they rarely give out where they're fishing or what they're fishing with, or they lie, or both. So it's one of those things here. We've got a massive line up here. For those who can't see it, we've got the power pole bag line. They line up here in anticipation for getting the weigh bags, and they come back on stage. We've got Matt Petrie on the power pole bump tub. He's measuring those fish. They all must be 26 to the tip, which is state legal limit plus 1 centimeter. That means all the fish in the live well at all time are legal in Australia and in Queensland. Richard Benson. Now, he was fishing also on the Australian team last year in a mall, Sweden. And speaking of that, last year in Sweden, we were chasing pike, meter and a half pike. This year, we've thrown it the opposite, and we're chasing yellowfin brim. And the goal here is every country we go to, we find a new species of fish, and what we find is the crafted anglers, they rise to the top. Not a bad bag. Are you happy with that?
Could have been better.
Could have been better, but you've got 3, and as you know, in the domestic tournament, you need 3 every day, no matter what, because you can't make up that deficit with a missing fish. So 3 is going to get you in there. You need 1.33 kilos to take the lead. Do you reckon you've got that? Not. He's saying confidently no. Let's have a look. 1.42. You do have it. Come on, we've got a new leader on day number 1, Australia, Richard Benson. We got a lot more people to weigh in, but at least we've got you on the board, and you're smiling. When Richard smiles, that's a good thing, huh? Happy days here. Lin Sing Kyu. I'm going to butcher everyone's name just so you know, unless you're a Smith or Brown, so just get used to it. 1 fish. That's good. He's on the board. Come on up. Nice hat, Daiwa hat. Daiwa are a sponsor, a major sponsor. How are you? You're fine.
One nice place.
That's all right. I'll interpret for you. So you had a fantastic day in the Gold Coast, and you love the 25-degree weather is what you said, yes?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. See, I speak fluent. Not too bad, 0.44 of a kilo. Well done, you're on the board. Come on, China is on the board. All right, they've sent an entire team here, and I'm learning my Chinese pretty well as I go. Fantastic. Jinkin Lu, also from China, 2 fish. Wait till you see this skills. Lee, close enough. Oh, Lee, you're all Lee. Everyone's Lee, aren't they? How are you? Good? Okay, you take the mic, I take the bag. Yes, yes, you've done good. Thank you. Perfect. Did he have a good time out there? Good time. No, you hold on to that. It makes you look good.
来自中国。
Does he do Elvis impersonations? All right, here we go. 0.84. You're good. You're in 3rd place.
3个3个。
3rd place, China. Well done, China. Ran out the top 3 so far. Woo! That's what we like to see here. Li Wang, but spelled L-E-I, not L-I. 2 fish. Hey, Max, I need 3 fish. Tell them that. So I think they got a mistake there. All right, 3 tomorrow. All right, 3 fish tomorrow. Leave the water in the tank. I hate getting brim juice all over me. Yeah, Li Wang, I said that. But he's L-E-I, not L-I. Another great hat on, the Daiwa hat. There you go. How are you? Another good day on the Gold Coast? And you caught lots of small fish. You just couldn't get that 3rd fish is what you said? All right. Fair enough. He tried to get his 3. 0.97 puts you into 3rd place. Come on. Well done. Well done, China. These guys have never seen yellowfin brim. They haven't been to Australia. They certainly haven't been to the Broadwater. And they're on stage here at Hobie Fishing Worlds number 8. Rafael Rossetti. Close. Brazil. Make some noise, Brazil! Hey! You've got 2 fan clubs over there. Where's the rest of them? They're late. Oh, yeah. Mate, 3 fish.
Yeah, 3 fish.
Boy, that's a good bag.
Yeah, thank you.
That's a cracker of a bag.
Thank you.
All right. We're going to weigh one of those for big brim.
For sure.
Power Pole, one of the great sponsors here, are providing a big brim. Now, what that is, the heaviest fish on comp days 1, 2, and 3. This could be worth a lot of Power Pole prizes here. All right, you need 1.43 kilos to take the lead. You definitely got a big brim. Nice color on those fish. 1.47, a new leader from Brazil. Well done, well done. Where did you fish today?
In Gold Coast, do you know that area?
On the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Right. So we've narrowed it down, not from New South Wales, we're on the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
All right, just checking. Now, here's the deal.
Okay.
I take the mic, you take the bag. I don't handle fish. There you go. Learn the routine. Big brim coming up. Make some noise. Nice fish. Nice fish. Put it together. Come on. What do we got to lead off the Power Pole Big Brim on day 1? 0.76. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Well done, matey. I don't hold fish. You do. Okay. All right. Well done. Brazil is in first place, 1.47. Australia, 1.42. Australia, 1.32. And China take out 4th, 5th, and 6th place. How good is that? Excellent. And what we're going to do next is Nate Gloria next. Nate came in from the United States. He is from Minnesota. And keen fishermen. These guys generally, well, I know they don't fish for yellowfin brim. More than likely bass, a version thereof. It's got some noise. Huh? It's looking good, boys. 3 fish. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, it was
you came in early.
yeah, came in about an hour and a half early.
And you came in kind of like this, I'm good, I'm all right.
Hey, I was happy
I'm
with
good.
today.
I was good.
Fortunate to get the right bites today.
Now, the rumor is that you only came in to go to the lure shop because you needed more lures.
They were out, so.
They were out. What do you reckon it weighs?
Maybe about 1.8.
You need 1.48 to take the lead. You pretty good with this?
Yeah.
All right. All right, here we go. Do we have a new leader on day one, Hobie Fishing Worlds number 8? Boom, 1.78 kilos. Come on, America. Come on, you guys. Jeez. When's the last time you led a world championship?
Never.
Never.
Yeah.
Is this your first world?
This is my first one.
Minnesota?
Nebraska.
Nebraska, close, right next door.
Yep.
What do you fish for there?
Largemouth bass.
Largemouth
Yep.
bass. Well done. Do you want to weigh one of these for big brim?
Yes, definitely.
What's the routine?
Uh,
I take the mic, you take the bag. Just checking. By after day 3, you'll have this wired. Oh yeah, nice. When you're done with this one, we're going to show it here. We got 3 different cameras going. This is blast all over the world. You need 0.76 to tie or more to take off the power pole big brim on day 1. Waiting for Jimbo to click the button, brim weight. 0.77. He's just done it. Big brim. Boom. You're it. All right. Hold it up for the camera so they can see what these fish look like. Here you got your first Australian big brim in the Hobie Fishing Worlds 8 Champions. How good is that? Perfect. Well done. Come on, make some more noise for the guy. Perfect. From Brazil, how do I say that name? June. Yanga Guilherme. All right, we got it. Another Brazil fan club somewhere. I saw that one person. Where's all your girls?
I don't know.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
Brazil.
How are you?
Fine. Tired.
One fish.
One fish.
You need 3.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Tomorrow?
Tomorrow maybe.
Okay. No, maybe. Can you talk to him? 3 tomorrow.
Okay. 3 tomorrow.
You're on the board. You're on the scoreboard. That's all we want to do. 0.56. Well done, Brazil.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Awesome. The United States is leading at 1.78 kilos. How good is that? Keep talking, he's saying here. In second place, Brazil, 1.47. Australia, 1.42 kilos. In fourth place, 1.32 is Australia, and that's Mark Young. Li Wang is in fifth place, 0.96. Sixth place, for those who don't see the live scoreboard, is China as Jinkin Li, and Just Wayne in Brazil is 0.56. Everyone seems to be happy over there. We're going good. Happy days. Tyson Hayes will be in a few minutes' time. He is from Queensland. He's done very, very well here in the Australian Championships. A local guy, fishes these waterways a lot, and it'll be interesting here. Now, we saw him today. He actually went to the south side, and there's a school down there, and there's a little reefing section. You'll find that quite a few of the guys will hit that reef when there's a bit of current and when there's a bit of wind. You need the current over the reef to make the fish fire. He needs 1.79 kilos to take the lead. Scoring is showing me he's got 3 fish. Depends if he's got the weight. How are you, sir?
Decent. Could have been better.
Nice bag of fish. Now, we saw you earlier. I didn't just tell him where you fished. Don't worry about that. Did you stay there or did you move on?
I moved on.
Moved on. We worked out who that drone was. It was Steve Morgan.
All right.
All right. Do we have a new leader on day 1? Easy. 1.86. Perfect. We're going to weigh one for Big Brim?
No, it's all right.
You don't want to?
No.
All right. There you go. What are you going to do different tomorrow?
I don't think I'll do anything different. I'll just hit a few spots that I didn't hit today.
You protected your spots on pre-fish day and pre-fish day 2?
I didn't fish at all.
Didn't fish at all.
A few casts.
There you go. Well done. Conserving his spots for 3 days. We talked about this at the briefing. We had a lot of anglers hit some very go-to spots. They hit it hard, namely the trawlers. They pulled a lot of fish off that way. Today, 2 fish in the trawlers. That shows you what happens here. Tyson Peterson is next. 3 fish from the United States. Has he got a good bag? He doesn't. Needs 1.87. Don't know. That's not a bad-looking bag of fish there. How are you?
Good. How are you guys?
It's good. That's all right. Where'd you fish?
A little bit of everywhere. A lot of the canals.
A lot of the canals.
Yeah.
So hulls and pontoons,
Yeah.
aqua prawns,
Maybe.
cranker crabs.
I think I'm with the Whopper Plopper like everyone else.
All right, just checking. All right. You need 1.87. What do you think?
Well, it looks pretty good.
He looks pretty good. He's got a smile on his face. That's just because you're a nice guy. 1.87. Just a little bit short, 1.68. Do you want to weigh one for Big Brim?
Sure.
Sure, he says. You can't. You always do it. What's the routine?
I got it.
No. I take the mic, you take the bag, the whole bag. There you go. Come on, guys. Ron, can you talk to him about how it works? Just talk to him. Just work on it. All right, here we go. 0.77, you split the tie. I think it's $1 million or something. I can't remember what the prize is. 0.88, come on. Go USA. You need to show this to those guys in there because you're leading the power pole Big Brim on day one of Hobie Fishing 8. Oh, I didn't even show it. Come on, show it to the people back there. Your brim, not you. I don't want to see you. I want to see the fish. All right. Well done. Well done. Come on. Let's make some noise out there. Perfect. Excellent, excellent, excellent. All right. Who have we got next from the international brings here? Finn Sloth from Denmark. About just 10 past 7 we got away. 11 minutes later, we're on the trawlers. 2 casts later, bang. He has to be the first guy who's caught fish here at Hobie Fishing World. You got one there. What size was the first one this morning?
I don't know. I didn't measure it. I think 30 maybe.
30 maybe. North
Yeah.
or south today did you fish?
I have only been south.
Only been south.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's have a look. You need 1.87.
Well, it ain't that.
It ain't that.
I promise.
But you got 3.
Yeah.
And that's what's important on day number 1, more than everyone realizes. 1.63 puts you into 4th place.
Cool.
Go the Europeans.
I'm happy with that.
Well done. It got a bit crowded there at the trawler, didn't it?
Yeah. And I think there was only caught 2 fish maybe.
Well, that's because you guys hammered it for 2 days. Dennis Sko. Boom, boom. Cuts it on the dance floor on the cruising night. He was good. Boom, boom, boom. 2 fish. Mate, you just needed 1 more.
I know.
1 more.
I know.
Good day on the water, though?
Nice day on the water. Super disappointed with what I did.
That's being positive. Good day on the water. All right.
Yeah.
Now, are you going to do anything different tomorrow?
I'm going to catch one more tomorrow.
Same locations, or
Probably not.
did you go north or south today?
I went
That
south.
way, south. You going to go south tomorrow?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, he thinks so. That means he's not. Okay, 0.70. He's on the board. He's
Yeah.
on the board. Someone's another fan. Eddie, good on you, Eddie. What on you, Eddie? All right. Australia is Tyson Haynes is still leading at 1.86 kilos. Nate Glory is still hanging on to that second place at 1.78, and Tyson Peterson from the United States is in the top 3 at 1.68. Joe Kamayati, if I've got that close, 3 fish, that's good. Now, Joe was one of those guys on pre-fish day 1. A lot of the Americans hit the trawlers. It's a go-to spot here on the Gold Coast, and they all caught fish. The reason why, when you come from another country and you fish freshwater bass and you've never seen a brim, you find out where they are. And it's worked for you. You've caught fish every day. Probably isn't the bag you wanted. Don't beat yourself up on it, but it was a good day, wasn't it?
Yeah, I struggled today. I went to the trawlers first thing, and there was about 20 of us over there.
Really?
And I think there was only 3 or 4 fish caught. So
2.
2. Okay. So I went south and just grinded and was lucky enough to get 3 fish.
Yeah. Well, nobody understands what the 30-meter rule is either at the trawlers. That was interesting. Ask Jack Gammy. 3 fish. You need 1.87. That's not going to happen. We'll see if we can get you in the top 10. That's what you need to be in the top 10. A kilo even puts you into 8th place. That's a start. That's a start. Come on, give him some support. Cheer him on. We've got 3 days. The hard part is going to be managing this fishery for 3 days. Tim Piercy from Canada. They let him across the border. We let him in Australia. Class the place up a little. I like that. I'm not weighing your life jacket, just so you know. You can't put that in the bag.
I need the weight.
All right, you need the weight. 2 fish. Did you catch many fish at all, or just 2 only today?
I caught about 5 or 6 smalls as well.
All
but
small?
Yeah.
North or south today?
North.
North, okay.
Yeah.
You going north tomorrow?
Well, I'll see if my legs will take me there.
Okay, all right. Let's get you on the board. Got you on a weigh-in on day number 1, 0.94. Not bad. That's a pretty consistent. We caught up with a lot of guys on the reef down towards the north side, and the average is about a 500-gram fish. At the end of day 1, we'll give you some statistics of how many fish were caught, how many kilos, and what the average fish is. It'll give you an idea of what you're going to need to move up that leaderboard on day number 2. Obadi Williams, if I've got that right. Why, phew. I've been sweating that one all day long. I know. I sat in my room and... Now, we saw you in the canals, and you only had one, and you haven't upgraded. That's all right.
Yeah, well, when you saw me right after you left, I started catching some fish, but they all were short.
But the good news, when the media boat shows up, usually the fish go on the bottom.
I heard that yesterday, so when I saw you leave, I got excited.
It has nothing to do with all the chum that we're throwing out.
No, I said once I saw your face, I knew it was time for some action.
Okay,
and,
let's see what we've got
let's
here.
see.
Big brim is 0.88. That's
All right.
not a bad fish. Let's see what it comes in. Not too shabby, 0.68.
Okay.
What are you going to do different tomorrow?
Tomorrow I'm going
You
to try.
got a big deficit.
I
You need
know,
something.
but you know me, I can make that up.
That sounds good. Perfect. Put your hand together from Team USA. Obadi Williams, well done. He had a hard time with his visa getting in the country, and he finally made it. He missed pre-fish day number 1, only got to see the arena on day 2. He is making up for it. David Shanahan, he's from Victoria in Australia, had a difficult pre-fish, but when we saw him, he's kind of waving at us and smiling like, I'm over here. What'd you get? 3 fish.
It's nice to have 3.
Look at you. A lot different than yesterday.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yes.
What'd you catch them on?
Hooks.
Hooks. All right. Day 1, they just don't talk. All right. Where does this place you on the leaderboard here? 1.53 kilos. Put you in 5th. Team Australia, come on. Make some noise for your boys. Well done, matey.
Thanks, Steve.
You can always tell they got a bag of fish. They start waving at you, and they get real friendly. When they don't have any fish, they don't want you near them. Just go away. I don't want to talk to you. Ronald Trash from the Netherlands. Trash. It's my dry lips from talking, but he's all right. He knows me well enough. He hasn't punched me out yet. I did use the word yet. 1 fish, mate. You're just... All right, I know you. You're a good angler. What are you going to do different tomorrow? No, you get to hold that, not me.
Catch more fish.
That's the Berkeley saying. What are you going to do different? Tell us.
I went a long way and in an area that should have been good, but the area seemed a bit empty, and I managed to catch 1 fish, but it took me a lot.
That's the thing with a lot of these guys here is they're traveling some distances, and I know in our comps we'll have guys travel 2 to 2.5 hours to get to their spot. So you got an 8-hour day. You take half your day out in traveling. How far did you go today?
About
800 meters?
7 kilometers.
Oh, 7 kilometers. That's not too bad. Yeah. All right, let's do this. Let's get this over with. Tomorrow, I know you. You're going to do well tomorrow. 0.43. Go for the Europeans. Come on. Last year, a German won the Hobie Fishing Worlds 7 in a mall, and that was their first win in Hobie fishing since it started. And Salah El Borushi, as of this morning at 8 o'clock, he was the current reigning world champ. Now he's another angler trying to win his 2nd Hobie Fishing World Champion. How are you, mate?
Fine, thank you.
Now, we had a nice talk this morning. You have brim where you're from, but they're slightly different and the lures are different. Tell us a little bit here because, you know, there's people that do have brim around the world. Japan is a place to it, but their brim are a lot bigger there. Tell us about your brim.
We're fishing for brim, not with the lures, but with the natural baits.
Natural baits?
But not with spinning, just surf casting.
Yes.
Yeah, but for me, it's very, very hard. Yeah.
How big are the brim in your neck of the woods? What size brim are in your region?
Yeah, it's 3 kilos, 4 kilos.
3 kilos, 4 kilos? That would be a record here. Now, you've had to downsize to get these. A little bit different now.
It's different, But today is just learning by doing. It's my first brim ever.
Yep.
Yeah.
As a director, I'm impressed that you guys have all did it. I knew you would because you're good at your craft of fishing, but you've turned it in very quickly. Let's find out where he is. Can we get him in the top 10 on day number 1? Of course we can. 1.18, ninth place. Put your hands together.
Thank you.
Hobie Fishing World 7 champion right here. He showed us how to fish last year. Matthew Van from the United States. 3 fish. You need 1.87, Matthew. Okay, here we go. For you guys watching, we're on Facebook. We're also on HobieFishingWorlds.com. How are you, sir?
I'm excellent. How are you?
That's okay. You've got 3, and you, as an angler, know when you have a limited bag fish, you need your minimum to start with because you can't make up that depth. If the average is 500 grams, you're 500 down here. You're in with a chance. Because we've got 3 days. I know it. Have you worked out a strategy for the 3 days?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. All these good guys have. I shouldn't even have to ask, but I always tell people on stage, you got to take and do it. 109, 10th place. You happy with that?
Absolutely.
Come on, Team USA, in the top 10. We still have about 10 or 15 anglers in the power pole way bag line, and there's at least another 5 or so here. That tells you how healthy this water system is. And for those of you at home, these fish, we take them down the water, we release them back into the system, and they continue to live on and gray. Ron at Champion is next. He struggled on pre-fish day 1.
Morning, waited till they actually came in, and then just legged it up then a rang. That was it. I'd run a gun pretty much all day. Tried to go a bit easy on the fish, but when you're not catching big ones, you've got to try and go a bit harder, and I probably burned a few too many today, but we'll see what happens the next couple of days.
It's still a good bag, and you're in the positive
It's a
side
start.
of top 5, and that's good. Put your
Cheers,
hands
mate.
together for Chris Hickson. Well done. Team Australia. He's also the captain for the Australian team. This guy doesn't need a lot of introduction to a lot of people, but I will for the guys online here, is Richard Somerton, a former Hobie Fishing Worlds champ, an Australian champ, 2nd in the world, has taken so much money off me, it's not funny. I think he bought Tanya a new Mercedes last year. Isn't that right, Tanya? Yeah, she's shaking her head. 3 fish. How are you, mate?
Not too bad.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's nothing. Just fish.
You fished yesterday in pre-fish, as most anglers. You never go to the spots you want to do, and you found new spots, but you had a good bag yesterday.
Yeah, I know. Today, not so much.
Not so much.
I could have left that spot alone. I went there and no fish.
We've had some conversations, and I think you brought up more than one, is managing it for 3 days here on the Gold Coast is not an easy feat.
Yeah.
There's only a handful of spots that I think that are produced, and they're already getting hammered now. So you have to find those new spots. Trollers is one of them.
Yeah.
So that's not bad. Very good bag. Australia right now is sitting in 1st and 2nd. Richard's on the stage. He needs 1.87 kilos to take the lead. 1.83 kilos. Is that what you thought?
No. I thought
Okay.
it was a little bit lighter than that, but that's all right.
You'll take it?
I will take it.
You'll take it. I can
No
reweigh
need to
it.
read. No,
I
no,
won't
no,
reweigh
whoa,
it. No, all right. Usually if you reweigh it and it's lighter, you got to take the 2nd weight.
Exactly.
We'll just leave that weight right alone. Fantastic. Come on, put your hands together. Former world champion, Mr. Richard Somerton. Well done, Richard. Now, I hate to say it, Australia's 1st, 2nd, 3rd so far. It would be expected. However, I'll tell you what, there's a lot of anglers here, day 2 and day 3. They're working this out. You know, I've never seen so many internationals in a world championship be this high on the leaderboard. It's a test to how good these guys are. Glenn Allen is next. He's from Australia. Been to at least 1 Hobie Fishing Worlds, I think maybe 2 or 3. 3? We call those veterans. So he has qualified so many times. That tells you the caliber of their. How are you, sir?
Good, Steve.
Now, when we first saw you this morning, you had no fish early on.
I had to.
Did you? Oh, you kind of, all right. Yeah, I got no fish. That means there's nothing to see here. Just keep moving on.
Yeah, I got too early.
Too early. I'll remember that. This goes in my notebook. That's a trick Simon Morley would do.
Took me ages to get 30.
He probably taught you that, didn't he? Yeah, nothing here. All right, let's see if we can get that top 10. I know we're going to do that. 1.53 kilos, 8th place. Good place. Team Australia, make some noise. Come on. Well done. Setting the benchmark here on day number 1 of the Hobie Fishing Worlds number 8. From Spain, Miguel Garrido. Where's he at? Close. I can never get this thing. I'll follow this guy online. He is a good angler there. How are you, sir? You fish in the power boats as well? Yes?
In the south?
Yes. South, okay, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
No, in the south, in the river.
Yes, the river?
And the lure of the clam.
Yes. The cranker crab?
Yes.
Good. Okay. Two fish. You need one more?
One more?
You needed 3. You got 2.
No, 2.
I know. 1 short. Only 1 short. 0.95. Fantastic. Well done. Put your hands together for Spain.
Thank you.
Another country. 18 countries here. 5 continents. Well represented in this championship. And we'll take here. We're going to have a couple guys here. Big brim is Tyson Peterson. He's at 0.88. Nate Gloria is the second and the biggest brim. The power pole standings at 0.77. And Brazil rounds out the top 3 in the big brim that were weighed in. And that's Rafael Rossetti. Leading again is here. So go 5th place is Tyson Peterson from the United States, 1.68 kilo. In 7th place from Australia, Mr. Glenn Allen, who weighed in a minute ago at 1.53. Tied at 1.53 from Australia is David Shanahan. And Brazil, as I said before, is in 9th. And we're ready to go. Eddie Brader is next. 3 fish. Well done. From Austria, another country on the stage. How are you, sir? He's always smiling. He's always happy. Always.
You know I'm always doing fine.
You're always doing fine. That's a nice fish.
I know.
I know.
You told me to catch big fish.
Yes, because you're going to win the power pole big brim if you knock this off. That's
maybe. Let's see.
I think you're looking good. You need 1.87 kilos to take the lead. Are you confident there? He's got.
I'm confident about the top 10. Actually,
he's got a little bit of a smile. 1.87 kilos. 2 kilos. No, 1.99. Make some noise. Come on. Well done. Austria smacks the Australians. Boots them out. You're at the top of the leaderboard on day number 1 here. He's happy fish inside. He was rooting. He's going, yeah. All right, let's weigh this for big brim. Look at that. See? He knows it. You take the bag. No, you hold the whole bag. I don't do bags. 1.99. No, you take the fish. You need 0.88 to tie. This is a given. We're definitely going to show that on the camera. A lot of people don't believe there's some big fish here. What'd you catch this fish on?
On the lure.
Any particular one?
A one with a hook.
A one with the hook. Hulls and pontoons?
Of course.
Of course. All right, we've narrowed it down. Big brim, day number 1, power pole sponsored. Where are we going to be at? 1.03 kilos. Wow. Woohoo! You got to be happy.
It's more than I expected actually for the whole tournament, so I'm more than happy about that.
And you've never fished for yellowfin brim before, have you?
I have never been in Australia.
This is a testament to how good these anglers are. If you're good at your craft of fishing, you can work out what they do, get inside of a brim's head, work out how to make they eat, and you've done it. Well done. Put your hands together one more time, please. Well done. Show the fish here to the camera if you wouldn't mind. Show the fish. There we go. Big brim, power pole, big brim. Looking good on day number 1. Bob's going to get some photos. We've got a photographer in the water down there getting pictures of every single angler from every single country, and they're at HobieFishingWorlds.com, also on our Facebook page. So you can follow your local country and your countrymen all the way through. Mike McGuire is from the United Kingdom. He had a good talk yesterday in the pre-roll that we did, and one of the things he said is getting the cast in the places that are almost impossible was the challenge. Then once you did that, you've got to get the fish out of the structure that you just threw into. Is that not right?
Whoa.
Woo!
Yes,
How are you?
Yeah. All
One
right.
fish. You need to do something different tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to follow Eddie.
Follow Eddie. Team sports.
Yeah.
You're from another country, though.
Europe.
Europe. Ah, you're ganging up on us. 0.78. Well done. The nice thing is you're on stage. Perfect. We want to see that. We want every angler here to be on stage. Fantastic. Eddie Brader, massive. All right. Lars is on stage. This is good news. Lars Lundenberg. He had a difficult day on pre-fish day 1. Started to work out the pattern of what to do it on day 2, and he's now on stage again for day 3. He's also from Sweden. Great to see you on stage, mate. This is good. This is good. Well done.
Yeah.
You great day on the water?
I had a difficult day again.
Difficult, but it was fun?
Yeah.
What about the weather? It's glamour.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
Better than our summer.
Gold Coast is turning it on, as you would expect, 0.46. Put your hands together. Well done, matey, from Sweden. Good to see you on stage. That's what we want to have here. How many bags are we down to? 8 or 9 bags left. That means there's a lot of people who have caught fish today. Andrew Hancock's net. He is from Australia. We saw him early on, about, I think, 9 or so, 9:30. Had his 3 fish then. We'll find out if he made any upgrades. What will be my upgrades is you're able to put your fish in the well, get a heavier one in, pull the lighter one out. Any upgrades today?
Nope.
All the fish in that area seem to be about that same side.
Yeah, I just struggled.
That's all right. Did it change when the current shifted? Because we had an outgoing tide for a while. The seaway came back in. Did it help the bite at all?
Didn't help me.
Didn't help you.
I moved off and come back and, yeah.
All right, let's get those 3 fish on the board here. 1.25 puts you into 14th. You're still in it, mate. You're in that top half.
Thanks, mate.
That's what we want to do. Perfect. Max, can you do me a favor? Can you turn that speaker that way a little bit? Just rotate it. Where? That way, just a little bit. Get a little bit of feedback. Perfect. That's better. Felix Frey. He did the mass rush to the trawlers. He probably knows the trawlers better than anyone here. Pre-fish day 1, pre-fish day 2, comp day 1. How are you?
Sore in my legs.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's a good bream.
Where'd you get him?
Guess where?
On the Gold Coast.
Yes, of
on
course.
The Gold Coast.
I lost an even bigger one though. That's a bummer, and I had a smaller one as well, but just one today.
Now I've watched you catch pike. You're catching brim. What a bit of change, eh?
Yeah, it's a big change, and you're fishing so light, and it's a completely different thing, but super fun.
It is super fun. Finesse fishing.
Yeah.
1.03. I don't think you did that, but I'll tell you what, that's not a bad looking fish for day number 1 here. 1.06, new big brim. Well, if you haven't won the comp, you get this, the bragging rights today. You can walk around like, I know how to catch big brim. So that's all that matters. Well done. Perfect. You can take it. Show the camera here, because that's the biggest one so far. I'll take the mic. You take the bag. Show the audience here what a whoa. Show them what a 1.06 Gold Coast yellowfin brim looks like. Going from meter pike to probably 35 centimeters, but still leading in the big brim. Awesome. Well done, matey. All right, Jack Gammy is next from Australia. Has also been fishing the World Championships before. He was in Sweden. A little bit of a recap while they're doing an interview over there is Australians were leading. They had to stop 1 to 4th place. Eddie Barry came in here and absolutely smashed these guys at 1.99 kilos and also took out his 2nd place now into the big brim. They're taking some photographs and some camera work of the bag, and Jack Gammy is going to head up very shortly. We'll weigh him in. And we saw Jack over at the trawlers earlier with the rest of the people. There's probably a dozen different anglers out there. I've worked out what the problem was. They don't understand English when you said 30 meters because they're all, we need to work out some sign language.
They just nodded their head and just kept coming in for it.
Yeah, well, that's... And I saw lines cast over lines yesterday, this morning.
I cracked it and left.
That's all right then. 30-meter rule, guys. Okay. Not a bad bag.
Yeah, it's good.
You need 2 kilos to take the lead.
Maybe. I don't think so.
Where'd you go after you left the trawlers?
North.
North. All right. Do we have a new leader? Day number 1, Hobie Fishing Worlds. 2.15. How good is that? No, shake. How good is that?
It feels pretty good, except it's bringing back memories from the Australian Championships earlier in the year.
Yeah, because you just lost out on that one.
Yeah.
That's all right. You've got to be... When did you get your first fish?
First fish didn't come till about 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock? That's all right. And then how many fish did you catch in total today, legal and non-legal?
Maybe 8 or 9.
8 or 9?
Yeah, just preserving spots.
Yep. And that's the whole thing everyone's talking about is trying to do it this way. How did you find when the current changed? Did it help the bite or it had no effect today?
No, it helped.
It helped a lot?
Yeah.
And about the breeze, the areas you fishing today, did the wind help the bite?
Of course.
Without question, yeah. It makes a big difference here to have those couple elements all the way through. Fantastic. We're going to weigh one of these for big brim?
Yeah, I'll weigh one.
All right. You know the routine. I don't have to say it to you. Can we take big brim? It's 1.606. Sweden, Felix Frey.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. but you never know. It's still early. My arm's not quite calibrated yet. Dad's there on the camera. 1.05. Woo! Close. But that's it. You're in good stead on day one because I predicted 2.5 to take out each day. We're getting closer. Definitely 2 kilos is going to get you in that top 5. Well done, Jack. Put your hands together. Jack Gammy, new leader here on day number 1. We still have 4 or 5 anglers to weigh in. Mucklid. Al-Matari. I think. Close? Close. I like it. 2 fish. Now, you have big brim where you're from, aren't you?
Yeah, yes, we do.
And what's the difference there? You have great big lures and heavy class line for your brim?
Same stuff.
Same?
Exactly same stuff.
Same stuff? What are you going to do different tomorrow?
Nothing.
That's all right. Just so you know, he's from Kuwait, made the journey here. Now, this is your 2nd World Championships?
It is, yes.
And you got to see a lot of the guys that you chat with online and Steve Morgan, the guys there.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
It is.
Hobie Fishing Worlds also, not only the fishing, is that catching up with some of these guys, which is
It
really
is,
good.
it is, yes.
Fantastic. Here we go. 1.10. Not too shabby. 17th place on day 1.
Thank you very
You
much.
have to be happy with that.
I am.
Come on, Kuwait fans. There we go. I love all these countries. I'll never get this. Chico. That's the easiest for me, all right? He has a late penalty. Only a little bit late, Jim. A couple minutes late. 10 minutes late. You know, the good news is you had cramps. Yeah. I know. That's all right. But you made it back because you're here on stage.
No, that's okay.
You going to do anything different tomorrow?
Yeah.
All right.
I go following Young. Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. 0.62.
That's
perfect.
great.
Go Brazil.
Thank you.
Make some noise. All right. I'll keep practicing that name. I'll get it yet. Who we got next on the stage? And we're looking for Simon Morley. Has won several events in Australia, lots of rounds. Again, taking a lot of money off of us. We know his bank details by heart. How are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm good. It's not as big as Jack's, but it'll do.
That's all right. And again, did the tide make a difference when it changed?
Yeah, definitely.
It did. Brought in the
was
fish.
Dead this morning.
Was it?
Yeah.
Very golden this year, so
Yeah.
a little bit later in the season, the fish are changing color. I don't think they've quite made the push down yet.
I
They're
don't
still
think they
up
have
in the
either.
canals. I was praying for a little bit of rain to help ease those fish down and to fill this part of the Broadwater up. Those come in at 1.82. Put you into 5th place.
That's way
well
better than I
done.
thought.
Well, there you go. 5th place. How good is that? Andrew Deeth, been fishing since 2009 when we started here in Australia. Come on up, Andrew. Well, the name on the board says Andrew, so I can only go by that. So we need to change the name. We'll just get the right person on stage. Yang Lee, how are you? Perfect.
Okay.
This
Thank
guy's
you.
one of our sponsors. Lure fans, make some noise, please. Yeah, come on, there he goes.
Thank you.
Now, you've been to Hobie Fishing Worlds a few times now.
Yes.
And you've done very well in some of the Chinese events.
Thank you.
And you're also a lure designer.
Okay.
And this morning we gave your lures out to the anglers as part of a gift from the lure fan company here. They all said to me, thank you very much. Put your hands together for lure fans, all the gifts he's given these guys here.
Thank you.
Well done. That one fish is going to come in at 0.58. Perfect. Well done, matey. Great to see you. 2 more tomorrow. We need 3 each day. Team coach, 3 fish every day. That's it. All right, we've got Andrew Deeth now. We've got the right name here. As I said, been fishing with us since 2009. Loves finesse fishing. 3 fish because your pre-fish didn't go that well.
Pre-fish sucked.
That's okay. That's okay. That's not a bad bag. I'm not sure if it's enough for Jack, but
Not as good as Jack.
I tell you what, this is a good bag. Very golden fish. North or south? Gold Coast. He fished the Gold Coast today.
You know where I was.
Oh, I know. 2.08 kilo puts you into 2nd.
Bigger than I thought.
Now, that's good.
Yeah.
2 kilos and above is good.
Yeah.
Have you worked out your strategy for 3 days of management here?
No.
Not yet. I think you need to think about it tonight. Well done for Andrew Dees from Australia. Put your hands together one more time here. That's it for all the bags, I believe. Perfect. I'll do a little recap of where we're at. Leaderboard is Jack Gammy from Australia, 2.16. Just weighed in Andrew Dees from Australia, 2.08. In third place, smashed it for a while there, Eddie Brader from Austria, another country in the top, and he ended up with 1.99. Tyson Hayes from Australia, 1.86. Richard Somerton, 1.83. And running out the top 6 is Simon Morley at 1.82 Australia. Guys and girls, that was a fantastic weigh-in. The fishery is looking good. I cannot wait to see the bags tomorrow.